In step 13, we will assess risk of bias with Rob Men and verify the certainty of evidence with a tool called Cinema. Do note that Cinema is a web app developed by another team. We are just porting their website here. You can access this app directly via this URL. Cinema require user to prepare the data file in specific format. MetaIMU will help you in this. Click on the corresponding button to download the CSV file. This file will either be saved to your browser download folder, or you will be prompted to save it somewhere. It will not directly go to your directory. Open this file and you should find most of the columns already filled up. The effect size and standard error are calculated based on the data you're provided in previous step. The two remaining columns that require your inputs are risk of bias and indirectness. You can check the results we get from step 11 to determine if the study has low risk of bias. Some concerns are high risk. If low, choose 1. Some concerns put 2 and high risk choose 3. For indirectness, you need to put 1 for low indirectness, 2 for moderate indirectness and 3 for high indirectness. For network meta-analysis, indirectness means transitivity. Because we are comparing treatment directly through a common comparator, like comparing drug A and drug B because they were both compared to a placebo, we have to assume that the studies are similar enough to be combined. If the studies comparing drug A to placebo are fundamentally different from the studies comparing drug B to placebo, the assumption of transitivity is violated, and we have indirectness. When assessing indirectness, you should examine the population, intervention and outcomes of the studies and verify if they differ from your specific PICO question. For example, if you want to compare the treatment effect of drug A and drug B for patient of the age 20 to 80, however a study is focusing on patient above 60 years old only. This will cause indirectness. Once you are done, save the file and click on My Projects. Choose the file and upload. Under Outcome, select if the data outcome are continuous or binary. Then click Save. Next click Check File. Now click Proceed. You will find a network graph here. You can select what is represented by the node size, node color, edge width and edge color. You can save the plot too by clicking this button. Now, select the model that you used, and the effect measure. Click Check All. Choose containing any of the above interventions. Now we can click Set up your evaluation. Now click Proceed. This is the risk of bias contributions. Based on the data you provided. Down here you can choose how to summarize the risk of bias. I will select by majority ROB. You will find your selection here. Change the graph too. Now we proceed again. For reporting bias, you can decide with the Rob MEN. After that, you can click on Set All as Low, and then decide manually the reporting bias judgment for each comparison. You may consult the funnel plot in step 12 to make your judgment. For indirectness, the graph is plotted based on your input before. As usual, we will choose to grade by majority. For imprecision, you can define the clinically important size of effect. I will leave it at 0 here and proceed. For heterogeneity, the judgment will be made based on the calculated effect size and standard error. You can refer the frequentist model in step 5 and the forest plot to decide if this classification is fair. If you do not agree, you can manually change them. Now we proceed to incoherence. Again, the judgment is already made. The incoherence refers to the global and local inconsistency we analyze in step 6. You can refer to our analysis there and decide if you want to change the judgment made by Cinema. Finally, we can proceed to the last part, which is the overview of evidence. Based on the grading, the confidence rating can be decided by you. You can click on the checkbox here and the reason for downgrading will be put here on the right-hand side. With this, you may decide to downgrade the confidence rating accordingly. Finally, you can download the report.